Hello, friends. I was just live on Instagram, but I literally don't know how any. I try, and I don't mind making the videos and shit, but like that live format is 0% appealing to me. There's way too many things happening, and my brain got way. My brain. Okay, we're back. Y'all, the powers that be in this earth realm, let me tell you, they are regularly trying to block my ass from telling you bitches some shit. But alas, my God is greater than any motherfucking evil on this planet. So, forever and ever, amen. Okay? My God is an awesome God. You know what's interesting about it is like sometimes I think about God and I'm like, bruh, where are you at? And I've been thinking about that a lot, right? And then I had this download the other day where I was like, what if we're God? Blasphemous, I know, but what if, just like in our individual healing journeys, we wait for this savior all the time to come and do the work for us? We get into all these relationships, we project, and we run away from our own healing work. And then it turns out that the only way you can actually heal is if, I swear to God, I cannot be left alone for 5 fucking seconds in privacy. Anyways, at the end of the day, you're the only one that can heal yourself. It's only you that can heal yourself, right? And I think about, you know, when Jesus was dying, he got murked and crucified on the cross. One of the things he said, he was like, forgive them, Father, for they don't know what they do, right? And one of the things that he heard a lot was like, oh, where's your daddy now? Where's your God? Why can't he save your life? And it's because this world isn't even real. This world isn't even the world. Try to pick up a religion book. No, I'm good, baby. I'm good on religion. I am so good on religion. There we go. All I've ever seen religion do is kill people. Spirituality, connection to God, no, that heals people. But religion, organized religion, all I've seen happen is murder and rape and pedophilia and just horrible shit. Horrible, horrible people disguising as some sort of superior entity, claiming God. And I never see God in their actions. Or I very rarely see God in their actions. I wanted to hop on here because I feel a lot of grief. My heart hurts in a lot of ways. I feel this sense of hopelessness in the same breath as understanding that this is bigger than us. And so that's where, like, yes, I have this hopelessness, but then there's like that grounding inside of me that knows what I've always known, which is that I'm one of the people, and you listening to me right now, I'm sure you're one of them too. But I'm one of the people who's here to imagine a new world. I see it so clearly. I know it's possible. I know that destruction for profit is not a necessary tool for empire. Oh my God, this family, everyone is just yelling. Y'all hear this shit in the background? Everything was sent to distract my mind, to not be able to coherently give you this message, God damn it. I have such a coherent message to give you, I swear. gonna go back to the room because they clearly finished their tour. Dios mío. Everywhere I go, there's noise. Oh, thank God. All right, I'm back. Okay. So I'm seeing what's happening right now, right? They have just ended the humanitarian pause. Y'all. I keep connecting to the internet, disconnecting from the internet. My bars keep going down, disappearing, like acting like I don't have fucking service in my house. This is nuts. This is so nuts. Angels, ancestors, and guides, guide my voice so that it may reach whoever needs to. Okay. I keep losing my train of thought, obviously. So I haven't been able to deliver anything fucking coherently. But my point, we're watching all of this unfold. And I was speaking just then to the people who are watching this unfold, who are acting like they don't see exactly what's going on. You see it. You know what it is. You either condone it or you need to ignore it because you cannot handle what it's doing to your mental, which I understand. Because it's kind of what we're all witnessing is a collective shattering of the illusion. We've all, anyone who has consciousness within them, anyone who is awake to themselves and awake to the truth of the world, has been seeing this stuff for a long time. But what's happening right now is a literal mass wake up. And it's distressing and confusing. It is stressful and confusing to watch the insurmountable and indisputable evidence that we are seeing of genocide and death and destruction and revenge and pure evil, like just pure vitriol, like putrid evil at levels that I personally have not witnessed, but not that hasn't been witnessed by this planet. Because we don't even talk about the fact that this shit is happening to black folks everywhere at all times. We're not talking about the Congo or Sudan or Tigray and what's happening there, which, by the way, reach levels of millions of people who have died. And that's not including the slave trade. That's not including all of the colonization that we didn't witness. Nobody's talking about what King Leopold did. No one's talking about what the fuck colonizers have been doing forever. Henry Kissinger, or whatever the fuck his ass name was, he just died at 100 years old. That man just died a few days ago. And we all watched his obituary and like what he's done, what he did in his lifetime. How much hatred, how much ignorance, how much death for some white men to pocket some shit off a con. It's always a con. It's a here, look over here, look over here, look over here. Over here, we just did that. I'm astounded to see how many people are so easily brainwashed. I'm astounded to witness the demise of even the perception of a democracy. Because, like, I've been known that this is not a democracy. This is an oligarchy. This place is run by corporations. I didn't know AIPAC had that kind of power, though. I'm not gonna lie. I did not know this was the United States of Israel. I had no idea. I really had no fucking idea. These motherfucking politicians on these sides of the spectrum, they can't agree on nothing. Absolutely nothing to help the American people. But they can all agree that conflating anti-Semitism and anti-Zionism is a valid use of their time. And why? Because they all got a check. Even the fucking squad. Fuck them. All of the liberal that was left in me died over these past 2 months. Whatever little bit of hope I had for the liberal reality of possibility died. It's dead. I don't trust none of you hoes. And I never did. Let's be fair. I've been awake. I've been known. Again, this is an oligarchy. This is not new. This was all devised by years of back and forth between Reagan and Clinton and Bush, the Bushes, oh my God, and the Obama, oh, they had us fooled. They had my ass, my little self was so fooled. I was like, Hillary, the first female president. AOC's so progressive. She just signed that bill, bruh. She signed it. I don't know what the fuck else they got in that bill that made all these people who are like so on it, off of it. But man, politics are nasty. I have been so naive to the world. And not in that I'm naive to what the truth is, just naive to like, what am I naive to? I'm like, how much can I say on this live? This is spiritual warfare, yo. Makena. It's spiritual warfare. And if there's anything that I can impart to you during this time, I really want you to understand that your time, your attention, and your money are the only things that you have control over. Your time, where you invest your time, where you invest your attention, where you invest your money. They only care about that. They want to hijack your mind, make sure you think exactly the way that they want you to think so that you don't cause too much noise while they do their death and they make their money. They want your attention so that you're distracted and so you're not out here having conversations and planning and organizing with people who in real life, who are standing next to you, who feel the same way as you do. And then your money. Where are you spending your money? Where are you keeping your money? What are you doing with that shit? You can't pretend like that doesn't matter anymore. Someone just said you need to take a break from all this stuff to preserve your mental health. I've been getting that message a lot. And I find it interesting because my mental health is actually fine. I am so well taken care of. And actually, if anything, this time and witnessing what I'm witnessing has actually improved my mental health. And that sounds crazy, but I have let go of all the ingratitude. I have let go of all insecurity. I have let go of all fear of judgment. And you know what letting go of all of that has done for me? When I wake up in the morning, I'm like, damn, I got breath, fresh air. I can go grab a glass of water right now. I can make myself some food or walk down the street if I need to go get some food. I can shower. I have a roof over my head. I got people who love me in my life who I can call right now if I need support. I have a therapist because I can afford it. I'm good. You know what's making me sick? All of us acting like we're the ones who need coddling in this moment. That's actually where the mental health issues are coming from. The mental health disparity that I feel is actually from witnessing and watching the silence. Someone said, yeah, some of us can't handle this. That's fine. I'm not asking you to be me. I'm responding to somebody asking me to take mental health breaks and responding how I feel about that. You motherfuckers consistently project. It's insane. Listen to the words, take it or leave it. I'm not appeasing you bitches anymore. But the point, though, we're watching the unfolding. I called this a long time ago, of fascism, the rise of. I mean, we've lived in, like I said, an oligarchy of fascist, white supremacist, genocidal beast is what this is, and has always been. It's what it is. It's predicated on it. The reason the United States can't admit what's happening in Israel is because it would have to admit what its own entity is. It's like an abuser. Narcissistic abuser. If y'all don't understand the greater context of what's happening, think about it in that kind of context where you have somebody who is actively harming you, actively, and then telling you, no, I'm not doing that. And you're the problem for trying to hold me accountable. That's what we're seeing in real time. And it's bullshit. It's complete bullshit. My heart feels like calloused. I tweeted this. It feels so heavy. And it feels like it's taken so many lacerations. Because I have this like bubbly hope in humanity. And I've always had it. And I've been disappointed over and over and over again for showing up as authentically as I do. And expecting that from the world, or expecting that from people. I don't expect it anymore. I don't expect it anymore. But I do still think that it's worth being authentic. No matter how many times I get burned. Being mindful, being selective, having energetic boundaries, those are things that I've had to learn and things that I'm probably going to be learning for my whole life. But when I'm witnessing all of this, there's like a real life disgust that I feel for how casually this is allowed to happen. And how not only are we being asked to accept it, we're being asked to ignore it. We're being asked to pretend like it's not happening and lie to ourselves. And I'm not in the business of lying to myself anymore for any reason. So why the fuck would I do that on a grander scale, you know? I'm so well aware of what I'm witnessing. And I don't even have the energy to argue no more. I used to really want to prove it to people and for people to really see it. But I just want to speak to the people who see it. And I want us to unite. In tangible ways. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, I've been talking a lot about the primaries. Because I still have, like, my hope isn't in the United States government. My hope is in the sham of the United States government. Like, I want to believe that they want to be perceived still as a democracy. I don't know anymore. They used to want to be perceived as a democracy, but the way the shit's going, like, I don't really know anymore. I think that they're ready to hop into the fascist lane, is what I'm picking up. They're cool with it. They're like, yeah, this is Let's stop pretending. Let's just let our bellies out. Let's just be who we are. Take these masks off. Stop pretending. So I have this hope for the primaries, right? And I've been talking about the primaries a whole lot. And then a couple days ago, Florida, this Democratic Party, decided that they were going to be the ones who get to decide who gets to appear on the ballot. And that the only person who's going to be appearing on the ballot is Joe Biden. They're not even going to put my girl, Marianne, on the ballot. And I was like, is there anything we can do to stop this? It's like, yeah, we can fight it. Right? And primaries are in a month, 2 months, January. And so now we'd have to fight that. Because of course it's unconstitutional, technically. Not that that matters. But here we are having to fight something else. I feel like everything is always reactionary. Look at Ruth in the background, sitting in the middle of heaven and hell. She's like, what the fuck is going on, y'all? We're watching real-time rise of fascism in America, y'all. And it's been in motion for a very long time. And there are so many actors involved. Many celebrities also, guys, fun fact, are part of this. The fucking Amy Schumers and Gal Gadot's and Noah Schnapp's of the world, they're a part of this. That's why their dumbasses are just so focused on distraction. Because notice how they haven't said shit about these hostages that they cared so much about. Silence. Because if they were to acknowledge what's really happening, everything would get blown apart. I really wanted to believe. I want to believe. I still have to like galvanize myself a little bit because I don't want to give up yet. Because what's happening in Florida isn't happening everywhere. So their primaries still exist and we still have a chance. But I don't know. I don't find Americans to be very concerned. I feel everyone is very, and I would want to say unbothered, but I don't believe they're unbothered. I don't believe everyone's just casually ignoring it because they don't feel anything. I think people are scared and confused and just like worried because they're like, everything that we've ever known to be true is a sham. Let me go ahead and block this Zionist real quick. I don't even care about you people anymore. Y'all can say, literally scream at the top of your lungs. I don't care. You bitches are dumb as hell. Actually, you're not dumb. You're violent and scary. And I have no patience. They've been brainwashed and they're just starting to wake up. I agree. Brainwashing is a hell of a fucking thing, bro. And this is what I think a lot of people don't understand too, is like the government, there are so many government agencies whose active job is to psychologically fuck us up as a collective. Like it's their active job. That's all they do. That's all they do is just make up scenarios, pick people to act, and roll out a whole little play for you to think something the way that they want you to think something. There's no neutrality. You ain't saying nothing. And that gives 10 points to Gryffindor. Or Slytherin or whatever. The Voldemort. Bitch. The dark arts. Harry Potter. Hunger Games. Y'all, we have so many examples of oppression versus resistance. And we're all so good at knowing who the good and bad guy are when we're watching it from a fictional perspective. But then the shit hits us in real time, in real life, and we can't see a multi-trillion-dollar fucking superpower completely oppressing and besieging an entire population of mostly kids, y'all. Like, statistically, mostly children. And not only is it happening, it's being justified. It's being justified. There are motherfuckers arguing with me. Yeah? Give me 5 minutes. I guess I just kind of wanted to come somewhere to talk about it because I have a lot of thoughts and I always have solutions. But I don't know if there's a solution to empire, y'all. I think we just have to let it die. And unfortunately, like all bad things when they're about to die, like darkest before the dawn type shit, like it's gonna get dark. It is dark. Because they're trying to hold on so hard to an old paradigm that does not exist anymore. It doesn't exist anymore. And they would rather burn everything to the ground than admit that. And they will burn everything to the ground as they try to hold on. But it's all gonna burn anyway. But I think that voting, to whatever capacity they'll maybe take our votes, maybe at the very least we can get politicians who are slightly less bought out than other ones. It's going to be very rare to find candidates or senators or congresspeople who don't have some sort of ties somewhere to somebody who's going to give them the right money amount to say what they need to say. But if you can find those for your state, do that. In your local elections, participate, mediate the danger is how I feel. Mediate the danger. We can't fix it, but we can mediate it. Who is going to be in power? See, we think we can mediate it. I think it's all an illusion now. Today and every day that passes, I'm like, again, even the squad, even these women that I had such fierce belief in, they all voted on this bill, conflating anti-Zionism with anti-Semitism. They all voted yes. Except for Tlaib. But she didn't even say no. It was a fucking Republican that voted no. One Republican that voted no. Shout out to him. And she like witnessed or so. I don't even know that was a fucking option. Like, oh, I see you. Okay. Acknowledged. Okay. I don't know, I'm feeling hella cynical. But I'm feeling cynical about, I feel like it's like a death to the version of me that thought something was fixable. Death. She died. She don't exist. But what I am hyper aware of now is how much we need, more than ever, to dive into our own healing. So I've always been telling y'all, like, ever since you guys have known me, love yourselves or whatever. That used to be such an intangible, superficial piece of advice I gave to you. Oh, like, when you look in the mirror, like, don't hate what you see. Bro, this is so much bigger than the fucking way we look on our outside. This is about whether or not you can fucking accept yourself from the inside. Whether or not you can live with yourself with the choices that you make, with the way that you move your energy in this world, man. This is the most important time I have ever seen. I'm 27, so. But this to me is one of the most important times I think history has ever seen. Because like I said, we are all intertwined over time and space. And this is not the first or the last time that this war is happening. Again, this war is a spiritual war, a psychological war for your heart and for your mind. They can only get us to be inhuman if they program this to be disconnected from this. Because anybody who's got this aligned, mind, body, soul ain't aligned, I don't need you messing with mine. You remember that? Mind, body, soul alignment from all of us is what it's going to take. And it's going to take us allowing ourselves to imagine new worlds outside of this world in tandem. We can use pieces of this world to create the new one. That's what I think. I think like as far as capitalism goes, I don't think capitalism is just going to die overnight, because there are so many greedy motherfuckers who think they can be billionaires in this world who are literally working class and will never be billionaires unless they con people like billionaires do. If you're a really good liar, you might be able to become a billionaire. If you like exploiting people, you might become a billionaire. But other than that, you're kind of stuck. We're kind of stuck here, y'all. And they're gonna keep taking the money. They're gonna keep taking it and keep hoarding it and keep murdering people to have control of resources. That will never end. But you know what can end it? Is us all realizing that they do this everywhere to all of us. And then us making a choice to create a different world. And like I said, I feel like it's a bridge between the system that's there now and the systems that we have within us to bring to fruition outside of this reality. I don't believe this is the only way to be alive. I watch what's happening and I am incensed, physically ill, often, because I know that it's not real. It doesn't have to be like this. It's this way because it conveniences some people. We have to be willing to be a little bit uncomfortable. We have to be willing to sacrifice our sanity. Because this is insane. There is no sanity in the midst of the insane. I'm really like balls to the wall insane at this point. Like, that's how I feel. Like, I'm letting myself just be unhinged. Because I would rather be unhinged right now than pretending like nothing's happening. Bro, where are your souls? I know so many people are being used right now as vessels for evil, and they don't even know it because they're so disconnected from their fucking truth. That's all this world does, is convince you that you are not powerful, that you are unworthy of being alive and unworthy of joy and unworthy of a reality where you don't have to try so hard to be taken care of or to take care of your fucking self. We cannot just let them take everything from us. We can't. We have to choose something different. We deserve something different. I don't know if this makes any sense, but I'm done. I'm done. I don't have anything else to say. I've been crying nonstop. I just saw Bisan's post and Montasa's post, and I was just like, bro, they literally have millions of fucking views. I know that the powers that be know that they exist because they target them. And they're just actively trying to have us all act like we're not witnessing what we are. And I just refuse that. I refuse that. I refuse to be a part of that. I don't know what that means for me. I don't know what that means for my safety. I have this, very, I guess, white woman energy of just like, bitch, what are you gonna do? These are my rights. I can speak my mind. And I can, but bitches is getting fired left or right. So if you guys never see me at the Grammys, if you guys never see me in any of these spaces, if I work my ass off and still don't even ever get recognized, like, I don't know what kind of consequences come with feeling the way that I do or moving the way that I do as of right now. But I do know that I'm willing and able to take them because God knows what's up. And I don't believe this world is real. I don't think anything's really... Everything here is an illusion. And I think this world is run by some very evil forces. Like the people in power in this world right now. Right now it's an illusion of power. It's not real power anymore. They're done. Their reign is done. Like, I need you to stand that. The age of Aquarius is here, honey. It doesn't matter how much they try to, with their little screens and their little technologies, tell us that we're more separated now than ever. We're not. Divide and conquer is as old as time. Someone said, I think this is hell. I feel you. I think we're in some layer degree of hell. With how dense it is, with how, like, heavy the energy is here, with how much... I just don't see how so much sadness, destruction, and, like, ghoulish evil can exist here if this isn't some realm of hell, Maybe it's not the deepest layer of it, but we're here. We're definitely here. I think we can also bring heaven here, but it's heaven and hell are all vibration. They're different levels of vibration that you're able to be at. You can if you're vibrating very high, and there are so many things that get in the way of this vibration. The new age bitches who can't even acknowledge a genocide, they will tell you, like, oh, you're just being really low vibrational by thinking about all that bad stuff. Like, get that out of your orbit and then you'll be able to manifest more. First of all, most of them are probably white that are telling you that. Very easy to manifest things when you don't have systemic oppression against you, right? And when you also have, like, generations upon generations of wealth building and shortcuts and connery, But, that whole thing, your vibration is about how you take care of yourself. It's about your integrity, how often your words match your actions. Your vibration is about what you put into your body, how you take care of your physical being. Your vibration has to do with who do you have around you? What are your daily habits? How are you contributing to the greater collective? That is what your vibration is based off of. And it is based off of what you consume too. I agree. And I know that I probably have to be a little more mindful about how much I'm consuming of the doom and gloom of the world. But at the same time, bro, I don't give a fuck. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. I'm just like, bruh, what I'm consuming is the reality. And if I don't want to have to consume it anymore, then I have to be a part of changing it. I can't just be like, oh, I don't feel like consuming this. Like, this is just so uncomfortable. Let me just flip it off. Baby, none of us are free until all of us are free. None of us are free until all of us are free. None of us are free until all of us are free. Fascism, totalitarianism, authoritarianism, all of that shit. All of that shit stems from people who are void of love. People who have never touched it. People who have never seen it, felt it, experienced it. I want y'all to understand your power. So many of us give up. Too many of us give up. And there are kids who need us, y'all. All around the world. And yes, adults too, because they fucking matter. I'm a fucking adult. You know, if I was in the context of war right now, I would be one of the people, well, I'm a woman, so I would be, you know, oh, the poor women and children. Yes, but I'm still an adult woman, so like, you know, it's like this understood thing that like, if we talk about kids and like we should really care, even though children are the most abused beings on this planet. And then we'll move on to women because, you know, they can't physically harm somebody else. So like, or as well, quote unquote, as a man, you know. But like every single one of these human beings is like a human being, y'all. Like I want you to just take 1 second to embody yourself as someone else. Like, take 1 second to visualize, like, how would I feel if my soul zooped out of my soul, out of my body right now, and zooped right into somebody in the middle of a war zone? How would I feel right now, and what would I want? What would I need? And if you're not working right now to do everything in your power to contribute to that, to contribute to being that for someone else, when it's your turn, when they come for you, because that's how fascism works. It always ends up at your doorstep, okay? You might not give a fuck about anybody else, but when that shit is at your doorstep, you cannot, everybody else will be gone. And you'll have to deal with that. With nobody's voice being there for you. We cannot keep living these individualistic lives, especially here in America, acting like we aren't actively contributing to mass death and displacement all over the world. The word death doesn't even mean anything anymore, y'all. The word death is like, we've seen the most horrific things. I had to scroll past watching a child get murdered by a soldier on the street and his friend watch him bleed out. Like, I watched a kid. I scrolled past because I can't watch these videos. Like, I can't just watch them. I don't need the proof. I don't need to consume that shit for proof. I believe you. I believe you, and it hurts me that you're hurting. And that's enough. You don't need to hold up your lifeless baby for me to give a fuck. It shouldn't have to get there. Babies should not be left alone to die off of incubators by themselves because doctors are being walked out of fucking hospitals at gunpoint by a soldier. Like, what the fuck is up, y'all? I'm angry. I'm angry and I'm hurt and I'm confused and I'm terrified in a lot of ways, even though I'm acting real brave, you know. 2 seconds, sorry. I'm almost done. But I know that we have to be brave and keep going, you know. We're all gonna die, bro. I know that sounds morbid or whatever the fuck, but we are all gonna die anyways. So while you're here, what the fuck are you gonna do? We don't have to live in this reality. We can make a better reality. We can choose better. It takes individual choices and collective movement and empathy. And I don't know what it'll take to awaken that, man. Because right now, I don't see it. I see it, but I don't see it. You know, I see it in all of us who see this world that's possible. But we're still using our energy to fight this world that is. We're using all of our energy to fight them. And that's what they want. Because when we don't have our energy, we can't make these new worlds. That's what they want. So understand that if you feel something in your soul right now, if you feel me right now, like, you're a part of bringing this new world into fruition and into reality. And that starts with you listening to your heart and healing it. And then letting that ripple out from you into the world you live in. And you might be the fucking black sheep of your family. You might have to cut off family ties. You might have to cut off friends. You might have to lose people that you thought meant something. But guess what? Your absence is going to help them grow. Whether they get it or not. Your frequency is a gift. Your ability to grow is a gift. Your ability to change your mind is a gift. Your ability to remember who you are. Please remember who you are, bro. Sorry, I feel so emotional right now. I know we need us. It's the only way this world's gonna, like, move past this moment. And not just move past it by, like, ignoring it, but, like, really, really bring in a new world where this is unacceptable. And no excuse in the book could justify it. Until I live in that world, I'm not shutting the fuck up. So if you don't fuck with it, you can leave, you can unfollow me. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. So, yeah, that's how I feel. And I'm gonna go cry now. Please take care of yourself. Please take care of your people. And free fucking Philistine. Bye.